70 trees. And don't forget, we start with the milk bottle and the microphone in the hand, and we'll end with the milk bottle and the microphone in the hand. 70 trees. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye, Kurt. And yeah, I have to say, yeah, you came up to 35 over Kurt in Belgium, over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often that I have somebody with my same name, you know. So, these are precious stations to me. Maybe I should, instead of chasing DXCCs, I should chase all the Kurt stations in the world, over.
Yeah, well, I wish you all the best of luck with that. And, your pure signal is working well, over.
Yeah, yours as well, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Grateful to hear that. Yeah, you know, John, if you want to talk to all the Johns in the world, you have a hell of a ride, over.
That's for sure anyway, but that's it. So no work tomorrow, and then you're full on Sunday, over.
Work and no work. Tomorrow I need to put an antenna on the top of a tower of my neighbor friend there. So he'll have a, 6-element, or is it 7-element or 8-element? I don't remember. It's a log periodic. So tomorrow there is some work that needs to be done around afternoon. So around 2-3 p.m. I'll be on top of a tower setting up a new antenna, over.
Yeah, and how far is he from you, over?
I can virtually walk from here without a problem because he's only 3-4 kilometers away from my QTH. Is the young gentleman that I spoke about the other day, the guy who is 17, got licensed, and now he's 18. So now he can set up an antenna. He had some issues with the neighbor, but we'll just set it up, mate. The neighbor has to, you know that the problem is when you put up a tower and the neighbors aren't too happy, it takes a couple of weeks before they get used to the tower, and then you can set up the antenna. So this is how I do it, over.
Yeah, I remember back in Echo, India, putting up wire antennas at night, over.
Yeah, and if you cannot put up wire antennas, I always tell people who are, having trouble even with wire antennas, it's Christmas all year long. You just put a cable, you hang some fake lamps on it, and you say, this is my Christmas decoration, over.
Yeah, and I even remember climbing over walls of neighbors' houses, connecting up something for 160 meters, over.
At G5GSD.
Yeah. Did I
Roger
tell you the story about the antenna in Thailand with the bamboo stick that was serving as a tower? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Over.
No, but tell me that story in a minute. But there's someone on the side. Maybe you can bring them in, over.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you the story so the person on the side can enjoy it as well. I was at my girlfriend's place, and I saw on the opposite side of the street nice bamboo sticks and trees. And I went to the neighbors, and I told the neighbors, listen, can I cut off a bamboo stick for my antenna? And they said, yeah, go ahead. So I give them maybe a euro or so, I don't remember. So I go and cut off the tree, and I proudly came back at the house where I put my antenna on there. But I was not happy because it was not high enough. So I was looking in front of me. I saw bigger and straighter and more beautiful sticks sticking out in their garden. So I went back again. But when I was there, I saw another one a little further away on the left, and another one a little bit further away on the left. And by the end, I was actually cutting off the tree of the other neighbor. And suddenly I see a head sticking out of the window telling me, what the hell are you doing? So I was like ashamed, but I gave them a few more euros and everything was settled, over.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, well, they didn't have walls. Yeah, you just dropped a little bit on QSB, but I'll put it back to you, and you can bring in that station, over.
Yeah, okay, no problem. The station, go ahead, make your call. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox Fox, together with Oscar November 8, Echo India. Over.
Yeah, hello, good evening. This is Steve. G5GSD, George 5, George Sugar Delta. You may recognize the voice, but not the call sign. Over.
Yeah, Steve. I recognize the voice. Why did you change call sign? Oh.
That's a bit of a story. It's a going trend in the UK now. Quite a few people have been changing the call signs. No, I had the opportunity to do it, so I went for it. I've had this call since about the 27th of October. So I did a break over it a wee bit. But yeah, here we are, yeah. The G5GSD is the call now, Kurt.
Yeah, QSL. Wow, okay. Is it because of new licensing scheme or what's going on? Over.
Yeah, well, basically, a lot of it started from the intermediate. One good evening, Joe. Technical in a momento. I think what's happening with the licensing, maybe particularly thinking about the intermediate call. The 2 Echo 0, 2 Echo 1. I think there's a feeling in the powers that be want to get rid of that. But obviously we're not forcing anybody to drop it. But basically with that, if you hear an M8, a mic 8 or a mic 9, that's the new intermediate equivalent. And furthermore to that, they're allowing Class A licenses to change. Some M0s are going to Gs. Not sure as I'm totally agreeable with that. And some are grabbing older call signs, which again I'm not totally agreeable with that. But they'll grab a G5. A G5 was a reciprocal license. It was only given out on a temporary basis to foreign amateurs coming in. And then they dropped it. So the G5 call was never really in general circulation, Kurt.
Yeah, QSL, Stephen. Yeah, QSL, fantastic. Yeah, because last time we spoke it dates back to 2022, so it's been a while, mate. So nice to anywhere to hear you. And last time was 40 meter. That's what I can see in my logbook. I'll pass microphone to John there. John, go ahead, pick it up from here, mate.
Yeah, Roger. Good evening to you, Steve. Nice to hear you with your new call sign, G5GSD, ON7OFF. Yeah, you're 10 over 9, and as I said to someone else, who had changed from a 2E to a an M9, and I said he was transitioning. Over.
Yeah, well, you have to use that word very carefully because transitional things can be in many forms. No, I sort of get now a lot of 2E0s, 2E1s. I know a lot of them wasn't pretty okay with that call, and I think they're just trying to standardise it a bit now, so they're moving it to M8s and M9s. But yeah, there was a few, not every, of course not everybody, but there has been a few people that have, me included, obviously, which have changed. I didn't have to change, but I have. I've transitioned into the G5, John, obviously.
Yeah, Roger. Well, long may you enjoy it. Well may it wear. And you're about 10 over with me, Steve. So it's been quite a while. Hope all is going well. I'm not sure if you're still, working with the electricity, or you've gone into retirement. And I wonder how how I think you're down to one dog, but I could be totally wrong. So back to you, Steve, and then you can put it back to Kurt. G5GSD, Oscar November 8 Echo India. Over.
Yeah, okay, John, thanks. Yeah, forgot to give you the signal for you. Went up to 15 over at one point, and so did Kurt. Both coming in as a good signal. Pretty QSP, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm sort of semi-retired, or some might say I'm semi-detached, but I'm still capable of doing stuff. I'm still reasonably physically fit and capable. So if I can go out and earn a few shackles, I will. It helps pay for the toys and all the stuff we don't need, you know. So yeah, still doing a bit. 65 now, John. So yeah, don't get a state pension for a bit, but never really thought about that. It is what it is. And just a quickie, the weather in the UK is terrible at the moment. A lot of rain, very windy, weather conditions not very good at all. Okay, so there's a bit of a story. Kurt, over to you. Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox Fox, G5GSD.
Yeah, QSL, G5GSD, ON7OFF returning. Yeah. I tell my brother that he should transition every day, because if you are transitioning, you're protected by law, if you understand what I mean. But he's sick and tired on his job, and I told him, you transition every day. Go from male to female, back to male, and on forward. Each day you have another mood. It's the easiest way to get fired than being paid over.
Yeah, well, I guess a lot of that's been going on. It's I don't know what to say too much about it, Kurt, but I think it's a form of mental illness, Albert.
Yeah, I think we're on the same frequency.
His name's Tony, and he's just outside the town of Omagh in Northern Ireland.
John, so I'll be gone for half a minute. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, we'll see you back when you come back. Yeah, well, Steve, nice to hear you. And I suppose, well, who knows? The motorbiking season, is it over for the moment? Over.
Yes, John, it is. The motorbikes in the garage. And before I continue, it's good to hear you looking across the spectrum and saw that signal. I thought that's got to be JD. So it's great to hook up with you. Did a trip on the bike this year. Over to I can't remember the last time we spoke. I know it hasn't been recent. Yeah, we went out to over towards Luxembourg and came back through Holland and caught the boat into Hull. So that was a nice trip. You never know, John. The one year I might come knocking on your door. Over. Oh, and quickly, are you still at the salt mines, John?
Yes, I'm still at the salt mines, and I feel fairly good. So I'll continue as long as I can. And it's not so far away, 8 kilometers. And the good thing is, Steve, I can go by pedal cycle. And by the way, Steve, you're always welcome at this location. Over.
Yeah, well, I mean, I shan't drop on you. I would always let you know. I like to go on the bike. I've got a couple of good mates, which we're very like-minded, easy-going. We all get on very well. No falling out, which is always good. And we're all pretty easy-going, so we enjoy jumping on the bike, jumping on the ship, or jumping on the Eurotunnel. and heading in. And southeast and maybe south. But they're on about going down towards Italy next year, but getting there predominantly by train and then riding it back. But it's just hearsay at the moment. It's good to have plans, John.
Oh, for sure. I totally agree. Yeah, there's the Palomine, the guy that built all the masts and everything that I have in the garden. And yeah, he likes going out on his motorbike, and he has a group of guys, and they did, they do tours of the northern part of Europe, and they've even been to Scotland. They got that ferry that goes to Hull or Newcastle, and they went to Scotland. They had good weather, I think one wet day, so they were very lucky. And then someone was talking about a trip from Spain back to Belgium, and seemingly there's some truck that can bring them all down, and then they come back. But he's getting on like us all, and he doesn't want to be riding every day. So the best one, and I when I did the cycling as well, was you base yourself at a certain location, and you do a little like a spoke wheel. You go a different direction every day, but you always know where you're coming back to. And if it's if you're coming back to a nice place, it's always nice to come back to it. Over.
Yeah, okay, John. Well, that's a good way of doing it, isn't it? You find yourself a good base. And as you say, you go off like the red arrows in different directions every other day or every day, and look around what's going on. I must admit, my trip to the Normandy area last year, I really enjoyed that. I like the war history stuff. And of course, as you know, there's a lot of that in Normandy. And spent most of the time in Bayer. Quite enjoyed that. So we did a little bit of that. To be fair, we sort of dug in at Bayer and went off and did various things. Come back on the late afternoon, have a shower, and sample some beers, John.
SKA.
Good evening, Dave. Over.
Yeah, good evening, John and Steve, and I presume Kurt's still there, but yeah, carry on, John. I just thought I'd let you know I'm here.
Yeah, well, nice to hear you, Dave. M0SKA, ON7OFF, and you're 10 and 15 over. A similar signal to Steve, and I think both of you are on the same antenna. So good to hear you. Hope the lady of the house as well, and the two four-legged friends, or was it one? I had the same question for Steve. So we'll just see if Kurt is back. ON7OFF, are you back to us? ON7OFF and company, over.
Yes, I am still there. Hello, Dave. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing great there, Dave. In a while. ON7OFF here with the group. With also Steve there, Golf 5, Golf Sierra Delta, and ON7OFF. So, Dave, how you doing? What's going on with you, mate? Over?
Yeah, okay, Kurt, nice to hear you. Back home, or one of your homes, Kurt. You're 5'9" plus 10, maybe more. Bit of QSB on everybody's signal. John, you're the same. Steve, you're the same. So, yeah, the bunting's okay at the moment. We can't complain too much. So, yeah, all good, Kurt. And, yeah, how long are you back for? Are you back for Christmas? ON7OFF, M0SKA.
Yeah, right after Christmas on the 30th, I'll take the airplane, and I'll be back on the 31st, back in the second QTH, but I'll be in Bangkok for maybe a couple of days. I'm not sure how long I'll be there, but yeah, I'll probably just move around as well. So, yeah, I was just, I'm hoping that I can resolve the issue of high ground floor noise over there, because it is a pain in the. So yeah, we need to work on it. So either it's gonna be a quad antenna. I already purchased a balloon, a 1/1 balloon, because I don't have a balloon on that Yagi. So maybe that's the cause of the high ground floor noise level. So, and if that doesn't work out, probably I'll go with a quad antenna. I'll do a 4-element or something like that. But yeah, you were strong, but then you changed antenna. But I think the last antenna you were using was not that good. I just tell you my honest opinion, Dave. Over.
You mean when we worked on 20 over?
Yeah, I think it was 20, right? I don't remember what band, but I remember that you were not that strong. Not what I used to have from your signal. Over.
Yeah, I think at the time, Kurt, it was conditions maybe at the time, but you just never know. I mean, I don't have beams or anything, so I'm relying on wire antennas, Kurt. So, but I think it was just conditions at the time, Kurt. But yeah, but it's good to catch up with you again anyway, Kurt. But all good on this side and fine on everything on your side. And yeah, well, I hope you get the noise sorted. And I mean, the loop antennas, the quads are, they tend to be very quiet, don't they? I've got 3 loops up here, just single elements, but they're all vertical, and I feed them on the bottom horizontal, but I don't seem to have any issues with them with noise. So unless you've got something very local to you, Kurt. Anyway, back round to you, Kurt, and I'll pass it round the group, over.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no problems, mate. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We will do some excessive testing when I'll be back there and see how things work out. Maybe I'll do something on 40 meters as well, because 20 meter is behaving like crappy. At least what I can hear here. So I used to have very strong signals from the States every evening, but at this time of the year, I ain't hear anything. Just a few strong stations that are coming through, but the other smaller stations, I can barely hear them. Yeah, let's see what Steve has to say. Steve, go ahead, mate. Golf 5, Golf Sugar Delta, ON7OFF for the group.
Yeah, okay, good, very good. G5GSD, good evening, Dave. Yeah, good signal. A little bit of QSB floating around, so there you go. Anyway, look, Kurt, I'm going to pull you up on your pronunciation. Forgive me, but I can't hold back. It's not balloon, it's ballon. Balanced, unbalanced. Hence the word ball-on. So, I know in Germany they look at that word, and it seems to me that they use that phrase that you just have, as in balloon. A balloon is something you put hot air into, Kurt, over.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, balloon. A ballon. Okay, yeah. It's because in Dutch we say balloon, HI. So the Germans, they have the same expression as the Dutch-speaking people, over. And thanks for correcting me, because, that's why radio is great. I learned my English, or I got my English language skills just by practicing English and, being on the air, over.
Yeah, okay, good stuff. Well, the thing is, you guys over there are very good. I speak to a few Dutch guys, and, they're rattling away in Dutch. Then they hear your voice, and they just turn straight into English, perfect English. Then they just turn into Italian, then they just turn into French and German. It's us English are very lazy. It's the only other language I learned was M0SKA, and you don't need to do that now. But hey ho. Yeah, look, you've been getting a lot of noise over there. One little thing I might say I think you've already worked it out. Using a quad loop is very quiet because the speed being short. And at the opposite end of the feed point on the quad, it's actually zero potential. So in theory, you can ground the opposite side of a quad loop. You can ground that down at the opposite side to the feed point, which helps to get static away. Kurt, have you?
Yeah. Would it affect the SWR if I just ground it? So if I connect all the top. Okay, so imagine I've got my elements in
not far from the Welsh border, just southwest of Birmingham with a bad throat.
Not in a diamond, but in a square, because the one that I have here is in a square back here at home. So if I would connect the two elements, you got the two element here. If I would connect the two elements together at the top, and then I just bring it back to the tower as a grounding, would that work? Over?
Yeah, I'll quickly before I pass it on. I've never tried it myself, but I looked at the theory of it, and what's the guy?
Signs Mike 0 Kilo Echo Papa, Kilo Echo Papa,
if you look on his,
and a name
side, he does quads, but he makes them out of aluminium, and they're supported at the top and the bottom on a boom. But the top of the quad element is grounded because it's of zero potential. Because the way the RF works is sort of coming from the feed point. It shoots out, it goes up to the top, and it comes back. So it's actually there's nothing there. There's zero potential. And the only reason you may
a little bit of QSB there,
want to ground
back
that out, it just helps to get like sort of de-staticize de-energize the elements, which is a part of the noise. So have a look on his site, you'll see the design. He's got 10 meter quad, 200 quad, and he's designed the shape of it so it's actually 50 ohms. So by messing around with a quad, you can make it more like a rectangle shape. You do change the feed point, so you can actually feed it directly with 50 ohms. But anyway, it's a bit of a long drawn out thing, but it's always interesting to know. You know, it gives options. I'll put it back to you, Kirk, quickly for a response, and swing it over to the big man and to John. ON7OFF G5GSD.
Yeah, QSL, thanks a lot, Steve, for the info. Yeah, I'm actually looking into getting some schematics of the 3 and the 4 element.
So I wish it had been at the moment.
The station is a GB antennas. And when I purchased it from a friend of mine, actually an amateur radio who was moving QTH,
Yes.
He had to get rid of it because he couldn't put it up in his new QTH.
Mike India Kilo, Echo India 8 India Tango Bravo operating.
And he gave me all the documentation that came with the antenna. But GB antennas, they make them not only for the 2 elements, but also the 3 and the 4. And if I could ever get somebody who has ever purchased the 4 element, maybe they still have the documentation with the exact details on the size of every element and everything, so I could recreate it. The good thing about the one that I have here, I like it. It's because it has a single feed point. So it is in a square, and of course the spreaders, they are in a cross, so they look like an X if you look them from the side. So they look like an X. So, and at the bottom of the driven element, all the different cables, they come together to the balloon. Balloon. To the balloon, and that's a 1/2 balloon.
Hello, Mike. You're not coming up, Mike.
And it works fine. check their website. They actually manufacture the 4 elements exactly the same way. So they have a balun, and it fits all the different bands. So I got 5 bands on mine in one go. Okay, I'll pass it one more time to you, and then you pass it to the Big John. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Yeah, it's good. If you got your email, I've got an old design, American design. There was a G4 and a G8 that lived by me many years ago, and they got 200 quads up. I can send you. I'll take a picture and I'll send it just as a point of interest. It's called a polyquad, and it's got all the dimensions in there, and I don't know, that might be something interesting for you to look at. Okay, over to you, John. Sorry about hogging. ON7OFF, the G5GSD.
Yeah, no problem at all, Steve. And are you down to 1 dog now, over?
Yes, sorry, I forgot to answer. Yes, we're down to 1. Xena, the Princess Warrior. If she'd have been the first one, John, she would have been the last one.
Okay, so it's no more 4-legged friends after her, over?
Oh, I wouldn't go as far as saying that. We always have 2. But she's a bit of a nutter, like, so we're holding back. She's very anxious with other dogs, are.
Yeah, Roger, okay, very good. Well, nice to hear you. It's been quite a time. So what I'll do, I'll put it over to you, and you can give Dave a shout. Over.
Okay, thanks for that. David, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Steve. I hope all's well on your side. And it's difficult with the dogs, isn't it? We lost one of ours earlier in the year. In August, and I don't know how your dog fared when the other one went, but they seem a little bit lost somehow, Steve, have they?
Yeah, well, they do, don't they? I know when we had Diesel. Diesel was a dog. Fire was his stepsister in a way. There was a year between them, and he wasn't really savvy, Diesel, and the Fire sort of showed him what the crack was. Sort of showed him where to find the water in the woods, in the trunks of the trees, and things like that. It was quite good, and obviously they can't talk, but you can see this one here. He just doesn't seem bothered about it. Don't get me wrong, Joe, she's a lovely dog, but she's a nightmare when there's another dog on the horizon.
Yeah, I know it can be difficult, Steve, can't it? With the dogs. I mean, Paddy, he's a youngster, and he's still very excitable at times, but he's calming down. But anyway, but yeah, they grieve they definitely grieve. I can say that, Steve. They do definitely grieve. So there you go. Anyway, we'll change the subject, and I haven't heard Sean today. So maybe what was he doing yesterday? He was doing something yesterday, and the dog was fretting. His dog was fretting about something. I don't know if he told you about that, Owen.
Why at this location? I like playing about this.
He doesn't have to tell me about it, because I can hear him, Hector.
I do a bit of security on
the other guys in the picture. Is a dachshund. My God, it's only a small dog, but it's very loud, and when he barks, he's 5'9" plus. Talking of signals, you was 20 over then, though. So conditions are variable. Very good. But I haven't spoken to Sean today, so I'm not really sure. I speak to him most days, but I haven't spoken to him today. He's not been too well of late. I think he wanted to go and see his mom. No, he doesn't get a chance to do a lot the way he is. So, there you go. Okay, Kurt, over to you. Mr. Ballon, ON7OFF. OFF, sorry about that. G5GSD.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, the balloon guy. Yeah, it's just I'm so used to say balloon in Dutch that I forgot I was speaking English. So the balance, yeah, that's good. Anyway, I greatly appreciate when people correct me because I'm not how can I say, I'm not shy to make mistakes because if you do, you will never speak a language, So it's my way of thinking about things. Fantastic. Yeah, no problem, mate. Anyway, it looks that John has sent me also the QuebecSquats.com website. I've seen that one before, but maybe I should steal their dimensions of their quad antenna so I can recreate something like that. But it's not a single feed point. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe it works with a single feed point, but it's something that needs to be checked out. Anyway, yeah, guys, I'll just go QRT. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up and do my mileage of walking. So I just do about, in English terms, 12 miles of walk every day, which is close to 20 kilometers every day. It's about 3 hours and something that I'm walking every day. Try to get rid of that ugly belly. So when I get back to the XYL in Honey Sugarland, she'll be happy in the bed room when she sees me coming out of the shower. You guys have fun. I'll just pass back to John there, and then I'll just go clear. John, go ahead. ON80I, ON7OFF with Mike 0SKA, big one, and then also Steve Golf 5 Golf Sugar Delta. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, Roger, that Kurt, and just out of curiosity, and I mentioned it on a message. Yeah, you don't use the sub or X. I wonder, does Dave use it? So anyway, by the way, you dropped down a bit with me. I'm going to put it over to you, Dave, quickly. You can go back to Kurt, and then I'm going to go back to Kurt to say goodbye. So, Dave, do you ever use the sub or X? Over.
No, not really, John. Occasionally, I've used the sub, but no, not really, John. But yeah, okay, Kurt. Yeah, I'm thinking about you going back home, a changed man. Yeah, 20 kilometers a day. You're gonna be an athlete, Kurt. Anyway, have a good day tomorrow, Kurt. Maybe we'll catch you on 40, Kurt. And I did hear HS0ZOA on 40 tonight. It wasn't too strong, but I did hear him there, Kurt. Where are we now? ON7OFF, M0SKA, 7 please.
Yeah, just all day. Yeah, I'll probably see Carl when I'll be there because he wanted to come and visit me in September, October, but I was just running out of time, and he had also a couple of things to take care of. But,
Tango and your mic. Good to get you in the log for the first time.
Again, because I've seen him a few times. Somewhere next year in the beginning. And yeah, he's got a hell of a setup there. He's got 3 very big towers, and he's got a loop like in between the towers, long wire loop. And that's it. Nothing fancy, but it seems to work pretty well. His ground floor noise is quite low. That's what he claims. I didn't pay attention last time I was there because I didn't have my station yet. But next occasion I'll go and visit his home QTH. I'll definitely have a very clear listen on the ground floor noise that he has. So because that's what I'm suffering from back in Thailand, is that high ground floor noise. And some research revealed that it all has to do because you're close to the equator. So apparently it's something that happens when you're close to the equator. Particles from the sun, they seem to be able to penetrate deeper into the ionosphere and just, hit the antenna. So there you go. Dave, thanks a lot, mate. I'm grateful to hear you tonight. So you make my day, my evening. I'm happy to hear you. It's been a while. And I think last time I spoke to you, I was still in honey sugarland. So that's great to pick it up with you, mate. So thanks for giving us a shout. Very happy. Thanks a lot, Dave. Take care. Also to you there, Steve, thank you so much for the information. If you can put a hand on the schematics of a 4-element or 3-element plot, then you'll make my day as well. I'm just looking forward to get these exact dimensions of the antenna. So the only thing I might... I have a balun. Okay, I'll use the word the way it is. Thanks, Steve. You improved my English with another few percentages. 73, take care. I'll pass microphone to you, Dave. You pass it to Steve, and then you pass it to John. Over.
Yeah, very good, Kurt. Well, enjoy. Balun. Balun. I guess, that's difficult here to remember. But I like the quirks in the language. It doesn't bother me, Kurt, but I think it's a bit of a character, Kurt. But anyway, 73s and enjoy yourself tomorrow on your walk. Hope it's not raining. Round to you, Steve. G5GSD, M0SKA.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, your signal's dropped a wee bit now, Kurt. So, thanks for having a chat. It's been a while. I must endeavour to try and find you more often. Have a bit of a chat. And if you're trying to get your bedroom body back for the girlfriend, you might consider trying some Tai Chi. I reckon that's for about a month of exercising. You only need 7 minutes a day. They say that your girlfriend won't recognise you, Kurt.
Yeah, she still needs to recognize me because otherwise... But that belly, the belly. Johnny's got a belly. He told me he's got the belly since day number 1. And he was born with the milk bottle in one hand and the microphone in the other hand. So there you go. 73, Steve. I'll talk to you soon, mate. Thanks for picking me up as well and giving me a shout. John, a big handshake to you as well, mate. And I still owe you a visit. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, amazing the QSP, Kurt. But we keep in touch, and always great hearing you. And if we don't speak tomorrow, have a successful day on Sunday. So ON7OFF, ON80I, Kurt. Over.
Yeah, wish me good luck on top of that antenna, mate, of that tower. It's a small tower. It's not like in Thailand, so no fear, so no problem. 73, ON7OFF, going clear. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye, Kurt, and send me some photos, over.
Okay, good idea. I'll ask Matteo to make some pictures while I'm on there. I have one picture when I was already on there. I was using a new belt. There's a guy, a newcomer on the market, and he makes belts. And I told him these are good belts because I use them as support when I'm on the top of the tower. 73, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. And over to you, Dave.
You are there?
Yeah, 73s, Kurt, and we'll speak soon, Kurt. Yeah, okay, John. So I take it you've been on earlies this week, John. It seems ages since we had a chat, John, doesn't it? But I trust you enjoyed your holiday, your break, John, a few weeks ago, over.
Oh yes, for sure. Yeah, no, we had a great time. that was, and I'm trying to remember it totally. That was Agadir, Marrakesh, Rabat, and then Tangiers. So it was good. And my sister was over there as well, and we met her in Rabat with her 2 daughters. So no complaints, very enjoyable and nice weather. And I'll put it back to you, Dave. And I don't hear our friend from VK3. I haven't heard him in a while. Over.
Well, to be honest, I haven't worked most for about 3 weeks because of shifts and one thing and another. So, and Steve's full of flu or something this week. So, and conditions haven't been great. I think Steve worked him in the morning. They'll probably catch him in the morning on the long path. But evening time, I haven't really heard much DX John with the conditions. So I haven't worked him either, John. But we'll catch up soon. DX wise, I don't know what I've done. I've done okay. Let's just have a look. Recent. A lot of the guys down in Africa, I worked a lot of Sierra Leone, Burundi, the Gambia, on various bands. And I guess the best one I worked at, well, I did work for Libya. That was a new one. And I got to the Galapagos Islands as well, John. So I was happy with that. Round to you, Steve, over.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, don't ask me if I've been doing any DX, because I don't. But it's great to see people enjoying it, you know. Certainly a big part of it. Definitely a big part of it. Quickly, John, are you still playing with the three-legged bicycle, John?
Yeah, you mean the trike? Yeah, I still have. I think it's 6 of them I have, which includes a tandem. So I'm still on, and the one I'm on at the moment is from 1957. It's 68 years old, and it was made in South Norwood. Over.
All right, I think you may have mentioned that before. That's even older than me, and definitely older than Dave. Oh, very good. Yeah, I wasn't too sure, but I guess that the answer was going to be yes. Oh, good stuff. You've got to have an interest, haven't you? You've got to have an interest in something, and it just keeps the mind and matter going. But very good to pick you up tonight, and good. Didn't think I'd be on the radio too much. Conditions didn't seem too good. They seem to have opened up somewhat on 18, haven't they? Oh, very good. Okay, I'll pass it over back to you, Dave. I don't think I'm going to be on much longer. I think I might just grab something to eat in a bit. But yeah, good of you to call in. Oh, you mentioned Steve, EBJ.
Club came to me, location this way.
I heard you talking to him the other day. He didn't sound a well man, Dave, huh?
Oh,
Number 6, Mike, Papa November, M6.
Well, I don't want to say flu, but, well, I am going to say flu, but he was worried whether it was this new strain of COVID. I should imagine he's probably tucked up in bed feeling sorry for himself. I've got a bit of a head cold going on. But that's been knocking around at work for about 3 weeks, and I thought I'd escaped it. But it's just a head cold. They'll sound a bit nasally, yeah. But yeah, no, he didn't sound well. But so he's probably in bed, feeling sorry for himself now. Steve, over.
Yeah, well, it's not good, is it? It's not good. I've had a little bit of a cold, but nothing to. A little bit coffee, and but nothing major. Well, I guess it's the time of year to get these things, isn't it? I guess I may have mentioned this. Apologies if I have, but the weather down in the Midlands has been atrocious today. I guess you're getting something similar up there. I think we're going in for a bit of a cold snap, aren't we? Hey, time of year. There's no such thing as bad weather, apparently. It's all to do with bad clothing. Anyway, I'll put it quickly back over to Alan Wicker in Belgium, the man who does more miles than Alan Wicker. ON8, easy item, G5GSD.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. G5GSD Delta with your new call sign. I'm not sure how old it is. ON80i and the little group. Yeah, I started maybe 2 or 3 months ago. Started playing around with the Sub RX. I wonder, do you have that on your radio? Over.
Possibly, but I've never really messed with it. It's got a couple of slices, a couple of VFOs and separate band scope. I don't really mess around with it, John.
Yeah, Roger. Dave, do when you're working all those stations in in Africa, do you ever use the Sub RX to hear when the right time to call is? Over.
No, I don't, John. I just sit there like a lunatic calling every 2 minutes. Yeah, I guess that's a good idea, John, isn't it? To use it like that. But no, I've used it just because I was curious. But yeah, you've given me an idea there, John. And I guess if they're working, I don't know, 5 to 10 up, or how they go, or 5 to 15 up or something, you can find out where they're listening, John. Over.
Exactly right. You can nip in at the right time, get in and get out. Over.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll do that later next time, John. I'll think on. See, I'm just playing at it, where you're a professional DXer, over.
No, I'm not. No, far from it. Oh, by the way, I'm playing around. Well, with the 40-meter dipole, I'm going to change some things, and I'm going to start off with a director on it, and then later on maybe in the new year, I'll put a switchable system on it that I can switch it one direction and then the other. Over.
Yeah, that will be good for you, John. Well, I was looking at an antenna, and I can't remember what it was now. And yeah, you could do that with that one. I'll tell you what it was. It was, Callum, DX Commander Callum. He was doing something with verticals, very similar, John.
Yeah, Roger. Maybe he was doing the phasing, and of course, he now has his 4-square. Well, I had one a few years ago in the garden for 40. The spacing was 1/8, but it wasn't too bad. But it was an experiment, and I'm going to go as well in a few moments. I'm going to have a nice cup of black tea, 1 slice of toast, and peanut butter. So, Dave, nice hearing you, and I know our good friend Steve is under the covers, suffering. So I'm going to put it over to you, Steve, our other good friend Steve, and then I'm going to wind it up. So around to you, Steve, with the new call sign. And how long do you have the new call sign? Golf 5, Golf Sierra Delta, Oscar November 8 Echo India, and the group. Steve, over.
Yeah, okay, John, very good. All copy. Yeah, the call, 27th of October was when I started using it. Quite an easy process to do it. I had to fool around a little bit with QRZ. But that wasn't very arduous. But what I've done, I've reset your lookups counter. When it shows how many lookups, I've reset that to 0 on this G5 call. I think it's around about 260 now. So if anybody goes on my page, it would appear that I'm not very active. So I thought, you know, I thought I'm just going to do it because it just seemed, I don't know, it seemed right. So, yeah. Yeah, 27th of October, John. And quickly, with the dipoles, that you can put a couple of 40-meter dipoles up, 190 degrees out of phase. You just extra coax in the one length. You can switch them over. So you've got bi-directional. So if you've got the space, that would be something interesting to play around with. Okay, I'll probably make this my final as well. Good to hear, John. Always good to hear. It's been a while. It's not so long the next time. I will quickly pass it back to you, John, for the final. And as I said before, good to meet you again on the band. ON8 easy item, G5GSD.
Yeah, Roger, on that, Steve. Very good. Yeah, I've seen that one. And in the past, I also had 2 delta loops in phase on 40 meters, and that worked well. But I'm forever trying that holy grail. But I moved the dipole from 11 meters above the ground to 16 meters, and it did make a difference. But I have got more plans for other things. But great hearing you. Greetings around the house. And I'm going to adjust my my WhatsApp phone book to put in your new call sign. So we'll talk soon. And great hearing you. G5GSD, ON80I, and around to you, Dave. Over.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Well, you look after yourself, John, and I'll be knocking about tomorrow evening and during the day, I should imagine. So we'll catch up soon, John. Stay safe and have a good evening. I need to go and get some. I haven't had any tea. I was busy. We got the decorators in, and I was busy rearranging things with the XYL, and I didn't have any tea, so I said, I'll have something later on, and it's 9:30. I think I'm due something, John, over?
Yeah, you certainly are anyway. And, yeah, when are you next on duty, over?
Sunday day, Monday day, Tuesday and Wednesday night, John.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I hope everything is successful and you won't be hell busy. Just ticking over. So good night to you, Dave. And I'll just put it over to Steve. I'll miss Mr. Goggs, over.
Well, it's very nice of you to say. I hadn't. Anyway, I'll talk to you more about it another time. But the GSD probably come from the dogs, to be fair. German Shepherd dog. I think that's probably where that's come from. But a friend kindly reminds me it's a German sausage dog. But it's always good to have a bit of fun, yeah? Hey, look, Big 73, take care. Good to meet you on the band again. And I hope it's not too long before the next time. 73, John, take care and meet you soon. How do you go?
Yeah, okay. Very good. 7 please, John. Take care. And Steve, just before I let you go, if you drew a little goatee beard on that, I've looked at your QRZ page, your new one. So if you drew a little goatee beard on that skull that's on the fan of your radio, it could be a self-portrait, over.